on the Murdoch show.
As long as your mother says, "Okay, I need written consent." The new show's coming up. You're gonna have to go through Murdoch's, and there's gonna be a release form that you're gonna have to say I agree to, and then you're given the code, and then you get to come on the show. Because with the new legislations on May 25th of the DRGP,
Wow.
what am I gonna do if somebody says I don't want my face on your videos anymore? Either I'm gonna take the videos down completely, or go edit that person out. You know, so I'm gonna have to issue release forms for everybody who's going to be on this.
I think that's a great idea.
I think so too, because then they can't say anything.
Well, you don't have a choice. It's going to be the law in May.
Yeah, well, no, that's not the law. The law is that if somebody says I want all my information removed from your system, we have to. But waivers are exempt, like in videos and stuff like that. If you sign a waiver and say I waive my rights to anything that's said in content, I don't. There's no royalties to it. Then they can't say anything because we're putting up as public, you know. So I'm not making any money off this. Well, yeah, okay, I am.
But anyway, keep looking nice and beautiful as usual, there, Fabby.
That's it. So I still didn't get the confirmation that we're started. Where's the sound? Do 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 do. Does anybody see it on Twitch? Yesterday we started the show, and then the whole first 5 minutes of the show was just not there.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like I'm hoping people show up today. John's online, and okay, rumble.
So what's your topic today, Fabby?
Well, our topic is the topic I want to start with is these apps that are running Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency miners in the apps without you knowing about it. You download the app, you run on your phone or your computer, and they do Bitcoin or again cryptocurrency processing in the background without telling you about it.
What's the name of the one you mentioned yesterday? Chain block or blockchain?
No. Blockchain is what this stuff is based on. Oh, hold on. I gotta get. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna mess this up. I was just gonna say.
Hold on to what? A Skyhook.
No, I'm up to the third time to put my password in. If I do it wrong the third time, it just locks, and I can't get in. Ugh. Almost there. I got no notification that we're live or not. I gotta go look. I gotta go physically look.
I told you to quit shopping at $1.
So we are live. Okay. Wow. I'm not getting no notifications. Hold on a second here. Almost there. We'll get this show started. But the blockchain is the mathematical algorithm of what calculates all these cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is not a system or a site or a program. It's a mathematical concept, and that's all it is. The Bitcoin is developed around a blockchain, around a mathematical construct, and then now what we're going to talk about today is these apps. And I don't want to say no names of apps because they may have already taken it out and continued distributing their software. But some apps, you got to watch real careful. Some developers allow you to download an app for free. You install it, you play it, and what you don't know is when you go to end the game, it doesn't end. The game part ends, but behind the scenes, the little engine keeps running and is doing cryptocurrency processing without you knowing about it. And then you notice the battery going, drip, 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 drip. How come your battery doesn't last as long anymore, right?
Damn internet.
Yeah, damn internet. Yeah, he's not here. He's not here today for that, so we can't use Ask Copyright.
Did he get it resolved?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention. No, why would I do that?
But after we left here,
No, he's got to get a new ISP, but he's in a place where you really have no choice. I mean, Surrey, BC. Come on,
Well, you have lots of a choice in Surrey.
So starting this show, I wanted to talk about the apps that are illegally processing crypto behind the scenes without you knowing about it. And then my dad came up with a topic similar to apps. You download these games, and in the last year, everyone knows that in-game purchases are becoming a big thing. You got to buy gems, coins, points, and you increase. As I said, for example, you need to find a special sword, and that sword happens to be 10,000 gems. Well, I don't have 10,000 gems, but if I do my math, it's going to take me 3 years to get it. So instead of waiting 3 years, you can spend $9.95 to get 10,000 gems or 10,001 and get that sword. So that's an in-game purchase. Well, what my dad's saying here is one of the games that he's my mom is playing. It's gone worse than that. Free game, free game, free game. Get to a certain point. Oh, now you have to go and pay. So is that becoming shareware, where you have to buy the license like a trialware, or is that in-game purchase where pay us or else? Or
Well, Nelson, you can play many levels till you don't have enough points to continue. Like say you need 500 points to continue and you've got 12.
Right.
You can't get out of that screen. You must go by or turn it off.
And there's no way to continue earning
No.
points.
No.
No, you see, that's what I mean. That's the kind of like, I'm going to twist your arm. You're going to pay us or else, Hello, hello, Patrick. How are you?
I know.
Yeah. Have you seen your dad? Have you seen your dad around? 'Cause I've been looking for him and talking to him. He doesn't answer back anymore. If you see
That's because he's not around, Nelson. He's a square.
if you if you see your dad, let him know that we're here and we're waiting for him to join up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Patrick's dad? Oh, no way. He's too good looking for that. He takes out for his mom's side then, right?
Yeah, she just said all from her.
Yeah, all from her. Yeah. You had no nothing involved in that, right?
Well, I'm not going to say how often people say that our kids look like me. So
me, it's bad.
Poor kids.
For me, it's really bad. I'll go to my dad's clients' places to take care of something real quick. They just look at me through the window, and they'll say, they'll say to my dad, "Oh, I saw you came by earlier today." Thanks.
They know a good thing when they see one.
I guess so.
How about you, John? How do you feel about these apps that you have to watch for now that are running cryptocurrency processing and behind the scenes on your phone or your computer without you knowing about it?
That's not cool.
It's not, huh?
My antivirus picks it up all the time. It blocks it, but it's annoying.
It is, and these companies are making money off you. You download a game, you play for free. That's their justification in court is, well, if they download the game, it's free. We give them something to do for free. In exchange, we process this, but they don't tell you.
When I'm just surfing traffic exchanges, for instance, it comes up. It's crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean it comes up?
My antivirus picks it up and blocks it.
It says
it blocked. It says it blocked this mining things, folks. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's actually websites doing it too, then.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think they did on websites. I should get involved in this. I really should get started. Brianna and I should get started tonight on that and say, well, we'll make everything work cryptocurrency while everyone's just watching videos at Mardox.
Wait, no, what? I just got here.
You and I should get to work on making it so when people watch videos at Mardox, in behind the scenes, we process cryptocurrency without telling them. We collect all the money and don't tell them. It doesn't sound right, Brianna? No, it's not right. No, it's not right, Brianna.
So.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Brianna going, wait a minute, I wouldn't have to work. Love it.
I see Fabi sit there. What did I get myself into?
Well, what Fabi doesn't tell you is that the casinos on the reservations, they use cryptocurrency without us knowing about it, right? Don't they, Fabi? Fabi, you got to get one of the chiefs to come on and talk with us and put us in our place.
Get yourself a disclaimer like John does. There it is. There it is. Just move to the right a little bit. She's sitting right next to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, on my screen, she's down below me.
Oh no, on my screen you're all on top.
You notice on my screen she's down below. That was creepy. John, I got things
No,
to
no.
teach you.
On my screen, everybody's on top. They're top people for me.
Yeah. Well, you didn't click the button the way you're supposed to. So there you go.
I clicked the French side.
Yeah, you clicked the French side. That's it. So what about in-game purchases, John? How do you feel about that? You get a game, it's free, and then like my dad was saying, you got a certain number of credits or points. You get to a certain point, there's no more points, or you can't earn them anymore, but you have to pay to continue. Is that right?
I mean, you're able to continue the game with certain limitations, but not to be able to continue at all is not cool.
Well,
I mean,
okay, it's called trialware or shareware, and a lot of people
well,
say,
yeah, if the game says it's shareware, that's different, you know. But if it's just because,
they don't say it in
Go
the
ahead.
they don't say it in the anymore on the apps. They say it's in-game purchase is what they say now.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, okay, hold on, sweetheart. What's that game you play? You play a game on Facebook, right? Where you get a certain amount of credits or whatever. But like if you want more, you have to buy them or something. Yeah. My wife plays a game, something similar to that on Facebook.
Right.
You get a certain amount of coins or whatever it is, but if you you only get a certain amount, and if you want more to be able to do more things with, you know, more super moves or whatever,
Right.
I guess, then you have to pay.
But if you
buy-
don't pay, can you still continue playing at a certain level, or are you like stopped?
you can keep playing or what? Yes, you can keep playing. She's
Okay, because I got a game on here that I love. It's called a Smash Hit. You're throwing balls at glass and stuff, and it's a really neat game. And I just gotta not think about anything, and I love it.
something not allowed to do in real life. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah. And you turn it. No one's around. You turn the volume up. And you smash. Oh, look, Tina's glass. Smash. Oh, Tiffy's the mirror. Smash. Oh no, 7 years bad luck. Darn. But in the game, I can play for as long as I want, but you got to pay $2 in order to have the game remember where you left off, or to jump to whatever level you want. So I paid the $2 for it, but it didn't limit me to not being able to play the game.
Yeah.
If I wanted to start back far back to the beginning.
Yeah. See, now that's okay. I mean, because that's an incentive.
Yeah.
You know, they have to make their money somehow,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But for those who are sneaky about it, right? And yeah, that's a different
So
story.
what you're saying, for Nelson's game, it's okay. For mine, it's not.
Well, because mine doesn't stop you,
I didn't hear about yours, Daddy.
Dad. Mine doesn't.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, but Dad, mine doesn't stop if you don't pay. You can still go on, but you just
Yeah,
start back. To the
we
beginning.
can't go on.
That's right. That I
We
don't.
just-
I don't think is right.
You have a continue button, but it keeps bringing you back to the pay site.
Does that game have a way for you to watch an ad and earn credits, earn coins? 'Cause I see.
No, you get your coins as you play.
Yeah, but there's some games where they'll have you. If you have no more coins, you watch an ad and they'll give you 100 coins if you watch the ad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are some like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that. The only coins you get is by playing. It's a match 3 game.
Yeah.
And you've got to keep playing the level. But if you don't have enough coins to go forward,
You're screwed, blue, and
you don't go
tattooed.
anywhere.
You're screwed, blue, and tattooed.
That's not
It's
true.
having summer tires in Germany.
Yeah, when it's snowing. James Dawson should have his coffee mug today. It says it's in his state and city, so he should have it today. If not, if he picks up later today, tomorrow. So he'll have his coffee mug and T-shirt. Now I ordered everything all at the same time. His was printed out of Miami, Florida, and shipped to his state and city, which I won't say.
Yeah.
And no, it's not. And then the bigger package was ordered at the same time, but the order was shipped to, it was printed out of Ontario, Toronto, Ontario, here in Canada. And it's only today has shipping label created. It's yet to be picked up by a post office. Vista Print! So we should by Monday or Tuesday we should have the Canadian stuff here, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, for those of you waiting for stuff, I'm getting through it. And well, what happened? If you guys want to know why it's taking so long, I guess now it's safe. I can talk about it because all the hoopla behind the scenes is gone. One time way back when, we had a person who came in and said he wanted to become a sponsor, and he promised an amount of money. And in that amount of money, I said, well, I wasn't going to put it towards servers and stuff. I was going to put it towards a contest to get people to come in and subscribe, like, and comment. Those ones got dealt with because the person backed out on us. I finally settled with him and said, instead of paying this amount, at least cover what was promised. So that person at least did that, but 2-3 months later, I took the money out of my own pocket and bought all the stuff and had it all delivered. John's mug is one of them. And this time around, another person came on board again. I would like to help you guys advance. I want to be an investor and all that. No problem. And I did not know until later on, this person is friends with the other person. And I didn't know that. I got spooked.
Really?
I got spooked.
Come on, Nimlet.
And
I really gotta go to the bathroom, so I gotta get in. But it's
Brianna, you're vocal on the shoulder. I can't
You
get.
gotta go. You gotta go. Right.
Yeah, I know. It's just the loving people may not want to know about what's going on. And I was gonna say bowel movements, Dogecoin. But yeah, so I didn't know about this. So this person came on board a week later. Goes, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to do anything anymore. And it was just before I get him to sign the contract, the agreement, because this time around I wanted a contract signed, but I kind of jumped the gun and said, hey, we'll do the contest anyways, because I was pretty confident this person was going to come in. It was just a contract signing, and there was no reason for me to think otherwise. The person didn't want to sign the contract and said, oh, no, not doing it after all. And so I got swindled a second time. So needless to say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. You know, it's... No, how does that go? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, yeah, and then fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah.
Twice, shame on.
Yeah, and fool me twice, well, I'm a complete idiot, right? So I'm not going to go to that point. So now it's going to be a contract. And I want to see the money in my pocket before I do it. You know, no, but it's not a big deal. But then when I look back and go, okay, how many cups and how many T-shirts and how many things that were won? There's a whole bunch of stuff there. And so now I gotta catch it all up, and it's like, yeah, it came to like $460 some odd ish, depending on the day, because prices change. Say 500, you know. So $200 into the nibbling into this problem. We'll do the next batch next week. So
that's messed up.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. It's sad that people will do that. You know, come to us and say, you know, we want to help you out, and we got all this money, and we got these people, and you know, all these promises, and you know, I should have saw through it. Looking 2020 hindsight, you know, I should have seen it, but you know,
why do people do that kind of thing?
Why do people come in and what do they call that? Troll a site or a video or a live show, you know? They get a kick out of it, I guess, you know. You know.
Yeah, it's just.
And then people wonder why I take so long when I analyze websites and look at products and services before I get involved in advertising a product or service, you know.
Mm.
You know.
Mm.
What's that? It's not WWE yet. He's got to wait.
No, Patrick's leaving for work now.
No WWE.
Now he told me to tell you to remind me about wrestling.
Yeah, if I remember.
Then my wife and I, we forgot yesterday.
Oh.
Because when Patrick's not home, we don't always think about it.
Hey, Patrick, good luck, buddy. Make sure you show your dad how to get a job.
He can't hear you. He's in his room.
Oh, kids today, they don't hear anything anymore. They hear what they want to hear. Yeah, so that's...
He's getting ready to go out the door anyway.
So that's what's going on. Fabi, I need your mailing address. I do not have it yet. You still never... Look, I'm just asking you for your phone number, okay? It's my way of asking for it, okay? Give me your mailing address and your phone number. I'll send you something. Yeah, I got her number.
That's slick.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's better than if I go, hey, do you come here often?
Get a job or something.
Yeah, let's hear some more of your pickup lines, Nelson.
Yeah, that's it. Oh boy, I don't have any. I need someone to answer my phone. Can you answer the phones? Of course I can. And that's 18 years ago. That's the last pickup line I used, and it worked.
Hey, Nelson.
Me, yeah.
My wife just said, "Hey, didn't I win a cup?"
Yeah, she did, and it's in the queue.
You hear that? No, it's where? It's in the queue. It's in the line.
It's gotta get I gotta get there. I'm waiting for the more expensive ones to last.
Is that the one else when we shipped on the canoe last week?
Yeah. It's sunk, isn't it? Yeah, if it sinks, it's international waters. It's not our problem, right?
I think he's stuck in the ice in the St. Lawrence.
You know, I can show you a ship that came into port and the containers fell off the shipping ship boat. So we could easily say the cup was in there.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't work because the Vistaprint prints out of the Netherlands for you guys, I think.
Yeah. Who knows all of that except for you?
No, I keep track of where they print from. Get a load of this. Anywhere in Africa, they're printed in South Africa. Yeah, and then they're shipped throughout the continent of Africa. It's only in South Africa they got a printing facility. I mean, I got to do that. I got to find somebody in Kenya and send him a Mardock's cup in Kenya. Let's see if he gets it. I'm just curious. Have you ever seen an address in Kenya? Okay, it's got the information of the town, and then there's a line. I swear to God, it's like third house on the left after the purple car beside the tree, but not near the dog. You know, because they don't have door numbers. No, but really.
Well,
what?
the Netherlands is surrounded by water, so you could say someone threw it into the water.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Drip. They want to see if it floats. But no, but
But she said your cup is in the water,
yeah,
John?
because somebody dropped it in the water. Oh wow. James Dawson is going into surgery, heart surgery, in the next few days. So I told him I'd say something on the show, and best wishes to him, and hope he pulls through. Apparently, he's been through multiple surgeries. He doesn't sound too concerned about it, but you know, how many lives does a human have? You know. Cats have 9. He's testing how many lives a human has. So I want to send out the best wishes to him and best hopes and best of luck. So if you guys want to say the same, go ahead.
Yeah.
Very best.
Yep. He was explaining real quick. I don't know all the details. He was explaining real quick where he has to stay conscious while they do this surgery. And I'm thinking it's the catheter that goes in the artery. He's supposed to talk and say things to make sure he's conscious while they're doing this activity. So it's got. I wouldn't know if I would want it. Yeah, crack, crack, you know, hearing the sounds.
No, Nelson.
What?
They don't crack, and cut you up anymore.
Yeah.
There's a new technique now that they can change your valves and everything, and you don't even notice it.
You don't feel like when they put the catheter in you, they went down through your arm, right?
Through my right arm.
Yeah, your right arm. Okay. You didn't feel it or nothing moving down?
You go through the wrist.
Yeah, but you didn't feel it?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Put me out of my misery.
I could hear it. I think his muffler was bad. But
yeah, but it wasn't.
But you don't feel it.
It wasn't painful at all?
No.
Oh well, good. I mean,
for you, Nelson, they would play like sound effects in the back. You know.
Oh, the bit stuck.
No, but I've seen a buddy of mine. I'm talking about Florian Nelson.
Yeah.
And he's got scars from here down to his legs, down to his ankle.
Yeah.
And they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's since Florent. Yeah, Florent. Yeah.
No, just recently they got a new technique now. Even valves, they'll go in and fix your valves, and
yeah.
They don't cut you up and break your thoracic cage open or anything like that.
My mother-in-law, when she was 80, went into the hospital for a heart valve problem. They said that she was too old to have the work done on her, and that she only has 6 months to live, and she lived to 93. Well, just shy of 93. We say 93, give her the benefit of the doubt, because we're not sure when she was born.
But those were U.S. months.
Yeah, that's right. But let's say she lived to 93, and but I found out later on they could have done something about it at 80. So and it would not have been open heart surgery. It would have been like my dad is saying. They would have gone in and fixed the valve or reinforced it. And now knowing this, God, I wish I knew what I know today then, because that doctor was just negligent. It's like he just didn't care, you know.
Yeah, not all doctors are created equal, you know.
No, but the new technique came out, like I say, 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, but
It's not old.
but no, but it's been worked on for a decade at least, because you can't bring out a procedure and have it on at the hospital right away. It's got to go through testing and stuff.
For example, Schwarzenegger went in there a couple of weeks ago for heart surgery, and he came back out and he was home in 2 days.
Yeah, but you
have heart surgery, you're not home in 2 days.
Yeah, but do you want to mess with someone the size of Schwarzenegger? Yo, I bet you come back.
Do we know how long James's recovery will be?
Not sure. He wasn't clear. Is he on? I don't know if he's on chat or if he's in the hospital today. I wasn't 100%. James, if you're on, let us know. But yeah, I think he's in the hospital today, and he's supposed to go through this, and then he'll be back soon. I don't think, from what I've been reading about the recovery rate of this procedure, I don't think he's going to leave us soon. But let's face it, this guy is pushing the limits. I read part of his book. He fell 80 feet and went into a coma and came back from it. I mean, this guy's got 9 lives. And I'll put the link to his novel. He gave me the link to the book, and I started reading a bit of it. It's pretty incredible, his life story of what he's been through. It's incredible, you know. And I could say the same thing. I mean, you know, there's a lot of examples as to where I should not be on this planet anymore, even though I still am. Don't know why. Too much work.
Name one example.
Mountain climbing with my buddies, and the rope. These ropes are special rope with like a Teflon coating. They're not supposed to knot. And the crampon part that we used to climb the rope, that part broke. The other one wasn't clamped on yet, and I started to slide. And at the bottom of the rope, it was a knot. A simple knot. And it's the only thing that stopped me from going, whoo, all the way down.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to end a good rope.
And I'm not
Darn, there goes my life insurance.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid of heights. I love climbing trees as a kid. I love going up and down mountains. My wife, I cringed every time she saw it. When I did the roof here, even my dad was like, don't back up anymore, because if you look at the roof and you look at where, let's say my heel of my foot, the heel of my foot was literally on the edge of the roof, and I'm standing up and I'm doing work. You know, the heel is right there, and if I took a half a step back, I'm gone. You know, and it didn't bother me. I wasn't shaking or nervous. I was like, okay, let's get the work done. You know, and I don't have that fear of heights. I could probably go do steel work on skyscrapers. That wouldn't bother me. I'm aware of what could happen, but because of that, I'm careful and I'm confident in what I'm doing. You know, how many lives should we have? You know,
that kind of this falling off thing it happened to me one time on a truck when I was working for the landscaping company. We had been cutting grass and loading it onto the truck to carry it away. And I was the one that used to get up in the truck and stump the grass down so we can get more in the truck. I was the lightest person, you know.
Okay, you've got to say it that way. Okay.
And my the group leader, I was trying to think of the English word for it.
Yeah.
The group leader, this guy was amazing. He could pile this truck so high, and we'd be like, I said, no, he's like, no, keep going. And he's the driver of the truck, you know, and we'd be driving with this like real high stack of hay, you know, on grass and anyway, so I'm stumping away, and I didn't realize, because I was going around the edge of the truck, you know, and I didn't I stepped and I didn't realize I was like right on the edge of the truck because I couldn't see it because of the grass. And when I stepped, all of a sudden, bam, I was on the ground.
Yeah, it was quick. It was quick.
It knocked the wind out of me for about a half a minute, but I was okay. I was okay. But
the truck's okay, right?
The truck's fine.
Oh, cool.
The truck's fine. That's no problem. Oh man, but yeah. Yeah, we had
That was
Bobcat, and the only time it's ever happened to me, and it's terrifying. You go into Bobcat, and you got the bars that come down, click, and you got the controls. And what we do is drive up to the edge of the pool and put the bucket over the edge of the pool so they could tie on the vibrating plate, and we lift it out. But as you lift up the arms, your center of gravity rises. I'm already on a slant. The center of gravity rises, and I tell him, "Hey, this is going to tip backwards." And he goes, no, you're okay, you're okay. It's got something in the back to stop you from tipping. But I'm already on a slope, and it's further than Bobcat here. There's no level ground. It works if there's level ground. You go up, and the back end sits, you know. But this is sloped ground, so I'm going back and back and back. I lift this up, and sure enough, thank God, he did not attach the vibrating plate yet. It started to go, and as it rolled backwards, I lowered I lowered the bucket right away, and I did a complete 360 and landed on the tires. And I'm sitting there going, "Oh shit!" My eyes must have been about that big.
You're kidding me? Good.
No, terrifying. And that's why I learned the limitations of that vehicle. You know.
Okay.
And it was the last year that I did pool installation, because that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go back was that machine. I'm okay with it. I'm good for controlling it. I can make it do wheelies and bounce on the tires. I can do all that stuff. But after that experience, I realized the danger of that machine. You know, I was completely out of control. There was no way for me to control that machine. You know.
You're gonna have to respect machinery when you go through
especially
something
when
like
you
that.
trust somebody saying, yeah, continue. Then I realized that guy does not give a rat's ass about me and the machine. He just wanted to get the job done.
Man.
You know.
Well, Nelson, you did the same thing with our lawn tractor.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta go up the ramps on the trailer. Yeah, but that's because the ramps came out from underneath me. I go up, and at the bottom of the little tractor we have with the double blades hooked on the trailer, and I thought, okay, well, I'll continue going forward. And as I went forward, the tires kicked out the ramps. Now the tires weren't on anything, and backwards onto the asphalt, and I was on the tractor. And this doesn't have a cage. This is a little tractor, you sit on,
Yeah.
a little 11 horsepower there, 15 horsepower.
Yeah, but the tractor is fine, no problem.
Yeah, the tractor's fine. Yeah. We put a little Mickey Mouse
Good
bandit
job.
on it.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Good to
but
know.
it's like this thing had turning blades No, the tractor, as soon as it got to a certain point, it cut out. It's got a sensor in it that cuts off the engine. But kind of unnerving when you think about how many lives we have. You know. How many lives do we have? I'm out shoveling snow one morning. We had mailboxes to do, and I'm alone. I figured I'll leave Jackie at home. I'm just going to go out and clean mailboxes. This is the ones that need to get done. I figured, I'll save her, having to get up in the morning. It'd be nice, right? And went out, and as I'm coming to a mailbox, another person pulls up behind me, and he's flashing his lights. So I pull over, and then I move forward again. I look out my window and like, yo, dude, what's your problem, And then he pulls back and drives off. And maybe he thought it was somebody else. I don't know. But I didn't put it in park. With the frustration, I put it in reverse. I still had my foot on the brake. I open my door. I make sure everything's okay. I'm going, what's wrong with this guy, I get out. Again, I didn't look at the dashboard. I get out, and I feel something suddenly pushing me. And it's the door, the driver's side door, coming at me. And then I got stuck under the edge of the door and the sidewalk. Just my body space. And all I remember was, luckily, I was on the wrong side of the road when I came to a stop, because I was beside the mailbox on the oncoming traffic side, with 4 ways on, and my wheels were turned towards the driver's side. So when the van started backing up, it backed away from me, you see, as opposed to over me. The back wheel got stuck on the snowbank on the edge of the road, and all I remember hearing was zzz the whole time, because the wheel, which is only about that far from my feet, is still going, because it wants to go. But the van stopped. But I remember this, holy shit, I'm stuck. I've got the sidewalk, I've got the door edge right here. If this vehicle moves, I'm sliced. And somebody came around the corner and managed to jump in the van and turn it off. All good. But yeah, nine lives. So I got a few left.
I'll never get that life insurance.
Michael Krustra, darn internet. Michael Krustra. I don't believe in Michael anymore. I don't think Michael has. I don't think Michael has issues with internet. I think he just doesn't want to come on the show anymore. You know, you have to
Yeah,
say. Oh, you have
I
to,
told him to come on in. Oh, he's on the road, he says.
yeah. Oh, now he's on the road. Darn inner on the road. Yeah.
That's called loitering.
That's it.
I went to see your site, John.
Oh, okay.
It sounds okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a novice, so it doesn't matter.
Hold on, your site? What?
Yeah.
It's Squeeze page.
I didn't get no link or anything. How did he get it?
No, I put in the social feed. I put it in the social feed.
My dad went into the website. Oh. I got your ticket. Yeah,
Running a fever.
the sharing websites functions got an issue. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
Okay.
It's kind of on the other end part than ours. It's the provider, the company that goes and gets the snapshot image of the website. It's theirs that is basically timing out, and our system saying, well, we're not going to wait for you. Theirs is taking too long to get back to us. So I got to make a system more passive, where we send the request, we post the data, and there'll be a temporary image, and then later it'll update as the actual snapshot. You know, because right now it's the waiting part. The servers are timing out. So I'm gonna fix that up. But that's an example of one website playing with another. What's Michael saying? I'm not going to bother reading what he's saying. He's not important enough.
He's driving.
If he was in the show, he'd be important. And
You know what? And he's driving by.
it'd be same for John. It'd be same for John. If John was on only in Twitch, he's not important enough. If John's on the live chat, he's important. I have to respect him.
John, did you see Mike was doing a drive-by?
He's doing a drive-by in Surrey.
Oh, he is important. He says I am. So.
Oh, okay. You know, Mike, you can get on Zoom with your phone, right? It's just as good. It's just as good quality. Fabi, we're yakking about all sorts of stuff. Did you have a topic you want to talk about?
Oh. I think what we're talking about is great.
Crazy men all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Not in my world.
Oh, Michael wants to know how, Nelson.
How what? How? Use your phone.
How to do it
Go to Zoom and go download Zoom first and then log in.
on internet. You have to have Zoom on your phone there, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Duh. There's an app. There's an app for everything, buddy. There's even an app for Mardocs. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah,
Tell us about this.
yeah. No, it's still beta testing right now. I want to get it finished, but no, John knows about it. Yeah.
Huh?
John knows about it. No, John knows I was doing it.
Yeah, I know you talked about it a while back. You wanted to do that.
Well, what happens is this: you download it, it allows you to do things at Mardocs, but behind the scenes, we do cryptocurrency without your knowledge.
Uh-huh.
And the more that you want to surf, you have to have coins. And if you spend up all your coins and you run out, then you got to pay us. No, that's not true.
Okay, Mike, you have Zoom, then you need to start Zoom on your phone.
Yeah, so open Zoom in there.
He says he has it. And DB hosting is also on now.
Well, yeah, but that is the other one that looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
The wise man.
It just doesn't work, he says.
Oh.
Get a new phone.
Get a new phone. Michael,
Gotta get rid of that provider.
Michael's doing really good though. He's getting free tech support on live chat.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, he's getting free tech support with live chat. Yep, there you go.
I think that the whole process you were speaking of, where you get the game initially for free, and then you get to a certain point, and then you have to pay to keep going.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the perfect metaphor for life, because at the beginning of our life, we get to live for free, and then once we reach a certain age or a certain point in our life, we have to pay to keep living.
Damn it, Dad! Why didn't you give me more coins at the beginning?
Or do you stay home with the parents, right, John?
I'm in that boat too.
Well, that's an idea, though.
It's easier.
You know, you were talking about ways to get in and level of membership and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't want to become a full member, allow a pay per event.
Yeah, we could do that too. Oh, you mean like you mean like for certain videos allow our members to say if you want in, it's going to cost like a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. That could be an option.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's going to be especially offered to people in Germany. It's very specific people in Germany.
They can't afford it.
That's right.
Like town hall.
Well,
Like if they want to come to the town hall thing,
yeah,
and
well, the
they
town,
have to pay.
yeah, the town hall ones are going to remain just for paid members only. That's already been decided because John said so. And
Put it
I
all
was
on me,
talking
right?
about. I was talking about making. I was talking about like if you wanted to go in, you could like it would be like a cover charge.
yeah, but I think we'll do that for more like assemblies where it's more an open meeting for everybody. You know, where it's meant for more people than just the paid members, just the people making decisions.
Mike said, "Don't forget cash required to put you in the ground."
Yeah. You need to hire a PI to find out where I live, Mike, in Sherbrooke, Quebec. You know.
Let me see if I can log on to Mark Ducks on me.
I would laugh, Nelson, if right now Mike walked in.
You
Oh,
hear
yeah,
Marilyn
yeah.
barking all of a sudden. Here comes Mike down the stairs.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I wonder where he's at there. Coming down the stairs. I'd be like, hey, I didn't reinforce the stairs that good.
I really don't feel like going inside,
Well, don't go inside.
but I've got to get my credit, so it's like
Yeah, you should.
if
It's
I
like
can.
the doctor. You go to the doctor. You say, "Doctor, it hurts to put my arm up like this." Well, the doctor says, "Well, don't put your arm up like that."
And sends you the bill.
Yeah, and sends you the bill. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you, Dick. She can put her arm up all she wants.
That's my issue. There's
There's
There's my issue.
The what?
Oh, wait, Okay, I found it. Never mind.
Oh, okay, no problems. Okay, let John talk here. What are you saying, John?
I was telling my wife what your dad just said.
What did my dad just say?
He said my wife can put her arm up all she
Oh
wants.
yeah, John, give me this. John, give me that.
No, I'm doing reference to if you go to the doctor and you complain about not being able to raise your arm up.
Right.
And that was Ute's problem.
Yeah. This is
She's
true.
allowed to raise her arm
Okay.
This is true.
and all she wants.
This is gonna be an old person conversation. I'm not catching it.
Wise men understand each other, right, Maya?
Well,
We're following you.
John is
Yeah,
not.
you must be a wise woman.
Hold on now. John's knowledgeable, wise. Let's not put anything in his head here. You know, he's already thinking he's a guru. You know.
No, he puts up with me every show. He's wise.
Jesus, Dad, we can boot you out anytime we want. Bye.
Bye.
Your dad knows where you live. No.
It
Well,
sucks
I'm
to be
not.
me.
I'm not sure about that because when he comes by and gets tools, he never stops and says hi. He thinks there's somebody else living here.
Well, you knock on the door, you gotta wait a half an hour. By that time, I got the tools and the job is done.
We got to wait for the dog to bark and say hi. Oh, Merlin was having troubles with a hairball, right? And we're giving him hairball medication. So, anyways, it's basically molasses with a medicine to help digest hair, so it doesn't clump up in their intestines. And after three doses of this, he's feeling better. Hairball. No wonders he wasn't feeling good. Boy, that's a big hairball.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I forgot to go pick it up. Oops. It's still I remember seeing it. I just forgot to pick it up. Oh, I was getting ready for the show. But it's like, I never knew that they had troubles like that.
Let's go see it, Nelson.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Are you serious? You're going to want me to go do this? Oh, man. And I suppose you want me to pick it up, right?
Oh, yes.
Fabi, Mike says you're right. You're right about whatever it is you said.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put gloves on.
Yeah. What's new in your world, Fabi?
John, John, do you have the disclaimer, John?
Disclaimer, disclaimer.
Ready?
This is new. Watching Nelson.
It's
Watching
rare
that
you meet.
pick up a hairball. Okay.
There he is.
It's not very often.
Hold on. Where's my video?
He's going to go outside here with Brianna.
We see you.
I'm trying to figure out how this works. Okay, we got no video.
I think it's just dark.
Damn internet.
Oh, my fingers are there. Hairball. It looks like a turd. This was in his throat.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
Yeah,
poor thing.
That looks like a lizard or something.
Yeah, that's what was in his throat. You know,
Goodness gracious.
it's just hair.
Is it alive?
Huh?
It looks like a lizard.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's in my hand, you know, right? Oh, no, it's picked up now. Throw it out.
Good.
I say it looks like an alien.
Now he's going to bring it back inside, put it in the dog's dish.
Hey, it's
Another
not
sort of
his
pine
idea,
needle.
no. She told me to do it. Nasty. And
Or else it would have probably been there for a week or so.
No. I would have gone to pick it up after the show for sure. Since I noticed it right before I came down, and it's like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. But
You know how nice we are, Nelson. We help encourage you to do your chores.
It's huge. Could you imagine that in your own throat? We'd choke to death.
Oh,
We choked to death. We had that in our own throat. Huh? Well, John would. Yeah, John would. John's a small guy. How tall are you, John? 5 foot? What? Honestly, you're not a basketball player, so don't go there.
No, I'm about 5'8", I think.
5'8"? You're shorter than me.
I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's not
what
good.
tall are you, Nelson?
5'11".
Wow. You're
Yeah.
taller than I would have guessed.
Pretty tall, dude.
No, 5'10", 5'11", something like that. Yeah, my daughter's 6 foot, so I'm just a little shorter than her.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I'm a big boy.
Are you taller than Dad?
No, about the same, I think, right, Dad? What, 5'10", 5'11"? No, you're old. My dad's old, so he's starting to hunch.
I want a disclaimer.
Write one for yourself.
We have
Hey.
John.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah, okay, Fabi, how tall are you? I'm putting you at 5'7", 5'8",
Yeah, 5'7".
5'7"? And on camera, yeah, honestly, on camera, I would have thought you were closer to 6.
Wow.
Yeah, because we only see that part, right? You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, but it's a small
Let me
camera.
know 4'10" or 4'11".
4'11". But you're special. You deserve. You own that height. Nobody else gets to be in there. Nobody.
Nona does.
Oh, yeah. Nona's under 5 foot.
Yeah.
Oh, for
My
those-
wife's mother is under 5 foot. I think she's 40.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Interesting. What's it like to be under 5 foot?
I don't know.
Talking to Brianna,
I know they look up at me all the time.
but Brianna, don't feel bad. Brianna, don't feel bad. My
It can
daughter.
be hard. It can be interesting. It can be convenient at times too.
Really?
Well, yeah, because everything's made for our height, right? And it's needs a step stool. But you look at my daughter who's 6. Look at women who are 6 foot and 6'6". You know how hard it is for them to meet somebody.
Yeah. What's that like?
Oh, but Jackie, she's got a hard time because even me, I almost did not go out and start living with my wife because there was one time she wore heels, and it was at a time where I had to be taller than the woman, and I turned and looked, and I noticed she was a little bit higher than me, and I went, oh my God, she's taller than me, and I didn't realize she had heels on. They weren't 6-inch heels; it was like 2-inch, and it put her just a little bit taller than me, and for me it was like, oh God. Great, I'm smaller than
My mother-in-law is about 5'3". My youngest daughter also, and I remember years ago, when we lived somewhere else, my mother-in-law, she was reaching up trying to get something off the top of a cabinet, right? And I walked in in the door, I kind of grabbed it and gave it to Cute because she was too short. She couldn't reach it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My
And
mother-in-law.
I just kind of grabbed it and gave her.
My,
Here you go.
my mother-in-law, when she was still in her 70s, had this thing that I caught her doing, which I told her not to do anymore because one day she'll do it and she'll whatever it is she's doing, it will wind up in her face. And she never did it for anything heavy or glass or anything like that. But when she wanted, for example, the spool of, say, tinfoil or saran wrap, the container, she'll take a stick, go up and like flick it so it comes like towards her, and then she'll boop,
Yeah.
and then catch it. And I'm like, one of these days you're gonna do that with a jar, you know? She had a good talent. She could actually do it. She just got at the edge of it, and then clunk, 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 clunk. You see it bounce towards, and then clunk, fall off. And it's like, don't do that anymore. Just ask me to come get it for you. Oh, I don't want to be a burden, you know? And it's true. She didn't want to be a burden, but she found ways to go. And then she discovered the step stool, which we did not want her to use. God forbid she fall off and break a hip, you know? She
Yeah.
did not want us to have to do stuff for her, you know?
Yeah.
And oh my God, I had to hide the step stool. She goes, I don't know where the step stool went. Oh, I don't know. I think it's out in the shed. I don't know where the step stool is. Oh yeah, it's out in the storage unit, out on the highway where we have our. In reality, it's downstairs by the freezer. You know, so it's like, no, you're not touching the step stool. What do you need? You know. And
My mother-in-law is the same way. She'll do everything herself if she can. She don't really like
they want to feel autonomous. They want to feel that they can do it on their own.
Yeah.
You know.
I call her Super Oma, Super Grandmother. You know.
Brianna, without being disrespectful, but relative to your height, are you the kind of person that gets frustrated and gives up, or do you find a solution to when you need to get something done? Do you want to do it yourself? You're muted.
You muted.
You have to unmute. Can you get to it? Can you get to it?
You're muted, Brianna.
Hold on a second, Brianna. Hold on.
I
There
find a
you go.
solution. I have to.
You get stuff done yourself?
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah.
But
Cause
I'll ask help if I need it.
you will ask for help if you need to?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because I know a lot of people are handicapped in wheelchairs and a bunch of things. And I see a lot of us who are two-legged, standing upright, able to
Yeah.
do stuff, and we sometimes do less than some of these handicapped people do.
I tell her I mention it a lot to my family. I said, a lot of handicapped people, they live more complete lives than relatively healthy folks. You know?
Yeah.
And it's amazing what you see them doing. You know.
Yeah. There's a famous person in a wheelchair called Wheels. Was a skateboarder. Did a flip on a skateboard, landed on his back, paralyzed. And today he's in a wheelchair. And instead of giving up, no, he uses his wheelchair and does all the tricks on those ramps that they use for skateboards instead now. And he encourages kids to. You can do the same thing with your wheelchair. You need a special wheelchair to do this. It's a sports one. But he's become the Tony Hawk of wheelchair boarding.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, great. And he's encouraging kids to do it. You know, playing sports and stuff. We've got so much technology out there already. It's just a question of what do you want to do? Find a solution and do it.
Yeah.
You know, but I find people who are completely healthy like us, we're so quick to go, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
Amazing. It's amazing.
That's it. You know.
It's amazing.
But going back to heights, Fabi, you're single. When you let's say date or look for somebody, does a male have to be taller than you, or is it okay if he's shorter than you? Seriously,
That's a good question.
because in society, most men want the women to be smaller than them. Very, very rarely it takes a guy with balls, big kahunas, to go out with a woman who's taller. Like that little, what do we call? No, don't need disclaimer. You know, because it's true. I don't want to say midget. I know it's a little person, but there's that one in the 1980s. He walks around and he goes, "Barks has bite," and he's got the 6'6" model. He's holding her hand, and he's like 3.5 foot tall, you know. And I thought it was this a gimmick for Barks root beer, but it turned out he was married to her. And it was like, you gotta be kidding me! He's 3.5 foot tall, 4 foot tall, and she's 6'6" with heels. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, that takes the will to want to do that. But in your case, you're 5'7", 5'8". Does the guy have to be taller, or is it okay with you if he's shorter?
That's a good question, to be honest.
Or does it matter?
It may not matter. I guess I never thought about that, but I've never dated anyone that was shorter than me. It's not like, I mean, I don't know that I ever consciously or subconsciously made that choice.
Right.
But I know that I have never dated anyone shorter than me. But I know that I wouldn't rule it out either, because for me it's more about personality and having fun.
So,
and
that's right.
my significant other right now is taller than I am.
There you go. And I noticed that when I noticed that thing about myself and my wife, that's where I noticed that I want my women shorter than me.
Fabby, from this moment on, you're gonna notice the height of every guy you meet.
Yeah.
I know.
How about you, John?
My wife and I'm slightly taller than my wife, but that had no bearing in anything. You know, I never really paid much attention to the height thing.
You had no choice. And she had you wrapped around her little finger, no matter what.
This is true. When I met my wife, she didn't even know it. She had me wrapped around her finger.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about my dad. He didn't know that he was dating until she told him. Okay, Dad, how did you meet Vina? How did that come about?
A blind date.
Who set it
Really?
up? Was it Adrian and Isabel that set it up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
We took her to the St. Albert Rodeo, and I threw popcorn on her.
And he's with her since. Wait a minute, Dad, how come you never taught me your ways? Maybe that's what.
Remember when I say I'm wise?
Maybe that's what Tina's waiting for me to do, is to throw popcorn on her. I don't know.
Something else I've never done either is a blind date. I find
Uh,
that interesting too. Who else has done a blind date?
I've never done that. I've always met somebody I've gone out with. I'm a control freak, so I need to know. A blind date for me is to not have that control.
It sounds scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean,
your options are all there. You don't have to accept the person.
well, unless you're going on a date with someone who's blind, because then it's all personality.
Did you do more blind dates prior to that, Danny?
No.
That was the one and only.
Yeah.
Yep. As soon as my dad got fed up.
One's enough, by the way.
my dad got fed up and said, "That's it. I'm not dating anymore. I'm just going to take this one."
Nelson, be honest now. When we went to pick her up in the van,
Jesus Christ.
you came up behind my driver's seat. What did you ask me?
Yeah, I know what I asked you. Do we have to bring it up now?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell him.
Hey, Dad, are you going to marry her?
I'm the same kid that in a grocery market, and I remember that one clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, turned a corner. My dad turned red as a beet and tomato and everything else. Turned the corner, a woman with these Hooters on, and I turned the corner, and as what would I've been 6, 7 years old? Hey, Dad, look at the cans on her.
In the co-op shopping center, yeah.
Yeah. And,
Still can't take Nelson out in public, can you?
No, couldn't do it as a
Still
kid.
can't.
Oh.
My daughter pulled one like that on me. There was a discussion about somebody in public back in like very early 90s. Person was in public and in line like at Walmart or something like that, and the kid says, "Hey, Daddy, can you kiss my butt?" And the dad turns around and goes, "Honey, don't say that in public." And there's a storyline behind it, obviously, but as a parent in line, you're like, what do you say? There's nothing you can say. If you ignore her, you look bad. If you say something, you look bad. It just looks bad. And we mentioned this, and Sandra caught on to this, and I told Sandra, no, you don't ever do anything like that. And one day, she thought it'd be funny. Hey, Daddy, kiss my butt. Oh, geez. Yeah, thanks, Sandra. And she put me right in that position.
Paybacks.
Payback for what? Oh, geez. There's certain.
An hour's not long enough, Nelson.
An hour's not long enough. That's it. wait, you've got kids, Fabi.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come
Lots
on.
of stories,
Come
of
on,
course.
spill one good one.
The one good one.
What
There was a time we were in line at the post office. There was a gentleman in front of us who looked like Santa Claus. You know, he had the white hair, white beard, and he was a very serious gentleman too. But I don't blame the kids. He really looked like Santa Claus. And I had the kids and their cousins with me. And the moment they saw him, they ran up to him and they thought he was Santa Claus.
Oh.
And the guy was very serious and he did not find it funny. And
no.
I had to like grab the kids and try to quiet them down or you
get your animals under control. I went up to him.
You're not bringing them to the post office no more, right?
Yeah.
There was one guy I had met before Christmas, and I said, looked and said, hey, isn't it a little early for Christmas yet? And he turns and goes, what? And I'm going, like this? He goes, oh, no, I wait till December 25th. Because he really had the white beard, the mustache, the whole, it looks, like you say, it looks just like Santa Claus. I swear to God.
I had a guy that worked with me at the landscaping place. He came along a little later. And he was the same. He was like short. He was a bit short, pretty chubby, and he had a like real long beard. He grew it long on purpose. He was in some kind of a beard club, and he looked like Santa Claus. And we were cutting grass at this one school, or at this park, or wherever we were, and the young kids were running behind him and Nikolaus, Santa Claus, you know. They were joking with it.
Yeah.
He didn't like it very much.
Yeah. Yeah, cutting lawns and being able to learn how to ignore kids. Go to a daycare, cut the lawn, and you have to pretend you can't hear them even though they're going, hey, hello. You know, and it's like, I don't see you, I don't hear you. Cutting lawn. I can hear them 110%. And they're behind the fence, but it's like, no, I don't have time. Because when you say yes, now you got to answer all their questions, right?
Yeah.
But that particular daycare, Nelson, when I passed the whip, I had to call the attendant, whatever. I said, you got to get the kids back.
Yeah.
The wood chips that were in the.
Yeah.
Imagine you receive some wood chips from the weedy whacker.
Oh yeah. They won't do anything. They wanted us to do that so that they can sue us for liability and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
But it's funny that as a caretaker, you're not there to say, hey kids, let's back away now.
Yeah. That's it. You know.
Talking about having 9 lives, I think that we go through about 7 or 8 of our lives before we're 5 years old. Having taken care of children, and I would love to hear some of your stories too, Nelson, with your kids and when they were little. You know, didn't it feel like it was oftentimes just trying to keep them alive?
No. My wife was the one that wanted to keep them alive. I was always more, and I still am, make mistakes and learn. Because if you're too stupid to make a mistake and then not learn from it, then that's your problem. But I noticed that
they bounce or not, right?
Yeah, well, no, that's it. But if they're gonna get in a fight, punch each other's out. You'll learn that punching hurts, you know. And no, I didn't go that extreme, but there was one of my daughters said, something she was doing was fun, and I said, one of these days it's gonna break. And sure enough, it broke. Smacked her in the head. She cried, and I said, I told you, it's gonna break. She hasn't done that since, but she also turned out to be the smartest one of the gang now. So.
But, you have kids, on the other hand, the parents got to watch themselves, not watch the kid.
Yeah.
Remember that, Nelson?
Yeah. Kid, go ahead, Daddy. Tell them.
Oh, all kinds of crazy stunts now. And once we go to a camping with friends of ours, and in less than half an hour, the bumpers are all tied together back up to a tree or something, I guess. My buddy wanted to go to the store, and we noticed it just in time. Whoa! We have to untie these vehicles.
I tied the rope around the bumpers on 2 vehicles parked.
So we always watch for our lives, not his.
Remember the 1970s and early 80s where bumpers weren't molded to the car? They were just a piece of metal. You had a gap. Around the bumper of the pickup, around the bumper of the old van. It wasn't that old back then. Now it's ancient. But we had fun. But look,
I never thought about that. Yeah, having to
but look,
live your own life with a child like Nelson.
but 8 years old, and my dad told me stop climbing that tree. It's a birch tree, basically, and they're not that strong. It's not a birch tree. What was that? What was that? Poplar? Those
That's
trees.
popular green.
Yeah, that's it. And the branches aren't that big. He's told me stop climbing that tree. And one day, sure enough, branch broke. I fell, hit the branch. I remember flipping around, falling, hit the other branch, flip around, fall, and I never went back up that tree again. I went up the other one.
Darn, he damaged my
Mike,
tree.
I went up the other one.
Mike wrote, it's all about love, fun, and laughter.
Yep,
Oh.
that's it. That's it.
This is true.
Yeah, Mike, stop sucking up. I'm not going to do your blog set until I'm ready. No, but I find parents protect their kids too much now. It used to be go ride your bike. Okay, wear a helmet, obviously. But if you're going to be stupid and jump with your bike, two things are going to happen. Well, three. You're either going to succeed and become the best bike jumper in the world. Two, the bike's going to break during a jump and it's going to hurt like the dickens. Or three, you're going to wipe out. And either way, you're going to get hurt. Now, whether you continue to do the same thing over and over again, that's your problem. And parents should let the kid, as long as the kid's in severe danger, get the kid to understand there's things that hurt you don't do again. Continue to do something else, And or if you go down a hill super fast on a bike, you're gonna wipe out sooner or later, Speed.
We did that many times on a farm, Nelson.
Yeah, and when you got hurt, you started to pay attention. Oh, I'm gonna
go back up the hill and do that again.
You're gonna go faster.
And we didn't go in the house and say, Mom, Mom would say, shut up, don't do it.
Yeah,
okay, fine.
That's it.
We went back up and we came back down again.
Yeah. But
Until we got it right.
But I mean, like, look, we have a whole generation of kids that don't know how to wipe poop off their shoes. You guys realize that? 1980s. Step in dog poop. What do? You jump over to the edge of the curb and you scrape your shoe off, right? You go over, you find a puddle, you whisk your shoe in the bottom of your shoe in the bottom of the puddle, then you find a stick and you dig out the little zigzag tread, you whisk it around the water a little more or in another puddle because the first one's already dirty, and then you wore the same shoes to church on Sunday. So I mean, now we have a generation of kids steps in dog poo, you go, you start to cry.
It's like, they think they got to buy new shoes now, right?
Yeah, that's it.
John, us older people, we just avoided stepping on the poop. That's all.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the anti-poop laws where you don't let your dog poop on other people's properties, but you can't do it. The dog looks at me when I take him for a walk. He does his business. I pick it up. He looks at me and goes, "Dude, you're just going to bring him back home? I could have done it there."
Did you see that new product that they have out where you literally strap this little baggie to the dog's behind?
I've seen that.
Have you seen that?
I've seen that over here. I think that's gross.
Do you guys see? Do you see this butt? Do you see how furry this is? Look how long this fur is. Okay, on the butt here. Look, this is the back of his leg. Could you imagine a little baggie strapped to his butt? When I get home, I'm gonna be sitting there with a little stick and a puddle of water, digging the poop out of that.
I can't see. I can't find your video. Wait, show me.
Abby,
Oh,
can
you-
you
oh,
imagine
you
the
think-
dog
you
has
think
diarrhea?
Oh, your dog is cute.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
sleeping. He's
And
sleeping.
Merlin.
Yeah, he sleeps
Yeah,
every.
Bobby, I've seen that over here. That's
It's literally harnessed to their back end.
Do you know what
Yeah.
he would? You know what he would do?
Yeah, you know what? They've had those bags for horses for a
yeah.
long time.
Yeah, but it's further
Yeah.
down. It's further down in the butthole, and a horse.
Makes more sense on a horse,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the horse doesn't feel the poop. You cannot train.
Yeah.
You can't train a horse to hold it. They don't have that functionality. It just comes out. A dog
Yeah.
is trained to hold it till time to go. But
Yeah.
him, you know what he would do? He would do his thing, feel the bag there, and he'd get down and wiggle his butt. It would be a mess.
We need one for you, Nelson.
Oh yeah,
No.
I have Depends if I need them.
Abby, forget it. We went through the diapers. They don't work.
I have
Oh.
I have Depends if depending if I need it. Yeah, that's it. But no, I use a regular dog bag. I mean, like seriously, you know,
Yeah.
just you know, we got on his collar. There's a little like roll. I just pull one out, you know, take it.
That's
Done.
what that's what I used to have when I we had my father-in-law's dog. And this dog, when we lived in the last place we lived before we moved here, when we still had him, I take him for a walk. We go out, no matter which way we went, either this way or that way. No matter which way we went, he had this ritual. He would take a crap 3 times,
Yep.
right? All in the same. He'd take a crap, I pick it up with the baggie, you know. I learned just not to close the bag. I just walk and hold it, right? He go a little bit down the road, take another crap, okay? I pick it up, and then he go a little further around the corner and take another one,
Yep.
and then he'd be good for a while, you
Yep.
know. Every time.
Funny.
I got so ticked off at my daughter once. She didn't tell me that the roll of poop bags were empty. I took the dog for a walk. I didn't realize that it was empty.
Ooh.
He took a big one. I got nothing
Ooh.
to pick it up with, and I ain't using these. I use these. I'm not using these. Walked all the way home, and got a bag. I walked all the way back and left the dog home, obviously, because I'm going to take a rest now. Go ahead, Dad. Go pick up my leftovers. I walk all the way back. It's half a block away, and our blocks are big. And I get there, and the guy comes out his door. Not nice that you leave your dog's poop on my lawn. He's really irate. He was going to call the cops and report. Dude, I came back. I got a bag, and I had to explain to him I ran out of bags. And I didn't have anything. He goes, "Well, good thing you picked it up." And then he found out where I lived. He's got a dog, and it happened to him.
Payback, karma.
He didn't have anything to pick it up with. He went all the way home. He came back with a bag. You know, so it's like the people around here are pretty good. You don't leave dog poop on people's properties, and if you do, you get shamed. Oh, out loud, and pick up your own stuff. You know, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They understand. You know, okay, you know, you ran out of bags. You know, but don't make it happen. Above all, don't not come back. You know. Oh, jeez.
Hey, I gotta be going.
Yeah, we're over
John,
time.
did you notice the time?
Yeah, I just did. We're over time. So,
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining the Smart Ox Daily Live chat, where we talk about all kinds of interesting things. Coming to you weekdays, Monday through Friday at what time?
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Berlin time here in Germany. And if you're watching us via YouTube, please do 3 very important things. Subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. And if you're watching us via Twitch, please do 2 very important things and follow and subscribe.
No, just subscribe. Just subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe costs money. Yeah. Subscribe.
It costs money. Yeah, we
they-
must say that disclaimer. And yeah, thanks a lot for coming by. Comment, please, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it.
That's all you're gonna do now? We're good.
Well, I'm pretty much finished.
You're done.
So,
Yeah. Okay. You
now
guys gonna?
you have to find the button and
Are
everything.
you guys gonna say bye, Dad? Brianna, all that?
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.
Because I gotta find that button.